hypothesis testing about using this. Okay, you have attended all the lectures. I hope you, I don't know whether you understand or not, so I try to use some real life examples. Okay, so I borrow from Grace a packet of milk. Okay, so every time you buy something, they always indicate how much, what is the content of this packet. Okay, so let's look at this packet, see how much you buy. Let's see or not. Okay, so look at this packet of milk. Says 250 ml. Okay, so that's what the manufacturer they claim. Okay, so that's your null hypothesis. Okay, null hypothesis, that means what they claim is correct. Okay, now you're going to test whether are they cheating you or not. Whether actually the mean is less than 250. Okay, so how do you test whether they are cheating you or not? So what do? In maths, we teach you to do sampling, right? Okay, so you go to a shop and buy maybe 30 packets of this. Okay, 10 equals to 30. Okay, then you open out the milk, you don't drink first, you go to the lab and pour into a measuring cylinder and measure. Okay, maybe the first packet that you get is 250. Okay, correct. Okay, the second packet that you open and pour out, maybe only 249. Okay, sometimes like that is okay. Sometimes they give you a bit extra. Sometimes maybe 251. Okay, so you measure all 30 packets, and then the average that you get, let's say, is 249. Okay, not 250. The average 249. Okay, is it a big deal? Are they cheating you?
Yes.
Yes. No, sometimes it's even if they claim 250, it's possible that 30 packets the average is 249. Okay, what's the chance of this happening? Okay, so this one is assuming is correct. Okay, so assuming okay, the sigma I don't know the value, I just put some value. 100 over, let's see. Okay, so use this. I'm going to find there are three types of tests in the syllabus: more than, less than, or not equal. Okay, in this case, we are testing whether it's less than 250 or not. Okay, my sample size is 30. The sample mean now is 249. Okay, population variance, I just put some number. Okay, 100. Okay, now what do? Then we can calculate this thing called p-value. What is this p-value? P-value is the probability of getting a sample mean 249 or lower. Okay, that means what's the chance of getting 249 and below? Okay, first out this probability is 0.2918. Okay, we're going to find out 0.2918. Okay, almost 30%. Okay, so is it a big deal? 30% is quite acceptable, right? Okay, if their claim is correct, I buy 30 packets, it's quite common that I'll get a mean of 249. Okay, I'll get it 30% of the time. Okay, so because of this, you cannot say that they are cheating you. Okay, we do not reject H naught. There is insufficient evidence to say that they are bluffing. Now what if I do this again, but I don't get 249? Okay, what if now all the packets are fewer? No, you don't get this. Let's say for 8. Okay, a few more packets. Okay, average for 8 only. What's the chance of this happening? Okay, let's do this. chance of this happening 0.136 days. Okay, for those who don't know how suddenly you get all this probability, you can use your normal CDF to calculate. Okay, it's based on your what you've been doing last time. You can find this using less than or minus 0.9 or 8. What's the mean? Mean is 1.0. Then what's the sigma? Square root sigma square of n. Okay, I'll get this probability. Okay, so in this case, is it still acceptable or not? About 13% that I'll get the sample mean 248. About 30%. So if you do this 100 times, about 30 times you will get just 248 or less. So it's still acceptable. How much is acceptable? How much is not acceptable? So this one will be given in the question. Okay, most of the time we use a standard between 1 to 10. Okay, most of the time it's 5. So this one you compare this value with 5, you find it's more than 5%. Okay, so you don't reject which marks. The claim is correct. Yes.
So black color statement, the standard conclusion.
47. Yeah, the brackets here less and less. What's this probability? 247. The probability is almost already 0.502. Okay, compared to 5%, this one is still slightly more than 5%. Okay, just slightly outside this 5% critical region. Okay, so if it's more than 0.05, we still do not reject H naught. Okay, insufficient evidence. Okay, so now the last case should be able to reject it. So now let's say all very less and less. 4, 6. Okay, so you measure all your 30 packets, then you get average only 246. Okay, nowhere near to your 250, quite far already. 246. Okay, 0.142, which is less than 5%. Okay, so that means if you assume that their claim is correct, what's the chance of getting 246? Only about 1% like that. A very slim chance, almost 0. Okay, so it's then what can you say? Do you think you can assume that their claim is true? No, it's a very unlikely event. If the claim is true, it's very unlikely that the sample mean only 246. Only 1%, very small. So when this happens, now you can reject H naught. Now you can take all your packets of milk and go to consumer association. You can say that you have sufficient evidence to say that the mean is less than 250. Okay, they are cheating you. Okay, so this is how you provide evidence to substantiate your claim. Okay, you cannot base on one packet, you must base on a big sample within 30 packets. And then you find that actually cheating you, you can sue them. Okay, show them the result of your hypothesis test. Okay, is it alright?